Thank you so much for deciding to join me today. I'm so excited to talk to you. It really feels like YouTube is not about creators anymore. It's like random content repeated, the same random content repeated across of thousands of channels. But before it felt like there were mainstream YouTubers, and then there also were creators, but now it actually feels like there's content, infinite amount of content, always the same, always the same. Oh, not maybe the same, but the same format crossed around thousands of channels. Like many people would go and say, "Oh, that's because they're faceless." I don't think that's the reason in any way, shape, or form. Because I think YouTube is about expressing, well, not just YouTube, but art creation. It's about expressing what's inside of you. And Van Gogh or Leonardo da Vinci, anyone who painted something. They expressed what was inside of them, but they didn't have to paint them. And I think this is the same thing for YouTube. And I know there are many videos with so much greatness, potential, and charisma and talent. And it's very possible that there are many talented people even in mainstream YouTube, but I just can't find them. And YouTube is, I mean, in a way, when I look at my For You page, it feels like YouTube doesn't exist and YouTube is dead. And I know there are so many talented people and people with so much greatness inside them around YouTube and maybe even famous people, but YouTube never ever recommends me those people like that. It only recommends me the part that I actually don't like. And this is not meant to hate on anyone, but it feels like the mainstream YouTubers are usually people who make content for little kids, and I watch YouTubers since the year 2012. I started watching Slovakian channel that played Minecraft in the year 2012. And past those 14 years, I'm 21 now, we've changed a lot. And we are not kids anymore. And that's the thing. YouTube has so much potential to be viewed as a platform where you can paint almost as a sort of art. Because art doesn't have to be breathtaking, but if that's something from the soul, then that's art. And like I had just had this question that I use as the title of this video, and that was, do you have to be a clown to make it on YouTube? And I'm seriously asking that because it feels like I'm not talking about making it on YouTube as though being amongst those non-mainstream YouTubers. I mean, there are people who have, I don't know, 10 million or 5 million subscribers and millions of views. They have their face there, but they are just not known as a mainstream YouTubers. Like if you tell their name anywhere around the world, even though they speak in English, you're not going to think of them as how it's called, mainstream YouTubers. So, and it feels like if you mention a YouTuber's name, it always have to be some sort of copy paste kids content, or like I tried everything everywhere. I just hate. I know it's very hard to come up with new ideas, but like people just do the same content, especially mainstream YouTubers. I tried every restaurant. I tried everything in my state. I turned the zero point 0.1 cent fruit penny to billion of dollars. Like, oh my god, it just hurts because there are so many talented people with so much charisma potential. I know there are these creators, and maybe even I know it's possible that there are YouTube creators who are original and who aren't just copying pasting the same format. But like I think this YouTube is just it's in such a bad place. I'm not saying that you can't find a very talented, amazing content original, but that content is unseen. It's possible it has millions of views. It's also possible it's completely unseen. And that's the fucking thing. And that's why, and that was the reason why I decided to share this. And I think it's only up to you to tell me what do you think. I try to make many mind-blowing videos about our feelings, thoughts, emotions, happiness for neuroscience. But later, I've been focusing more on some kind of podcasty-ish type of content. And the reason why podcasty-ish is because I make videos about our feelings and many mind-blowing things about it from neuroscience. So I also think it's important to share. I think it's part of my niche and my content to just share feelings, to to share what's inside of me, so that's my niche, if you asked, but nobody fucking asks that shit. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your precious time here. It really truly means infinitely much. Truly, thank you so much. I wish you so much joy, strength, and resilience from the bottom of my heart. Take care, especially take care, and I can't wait to catch you soon.